and welcome everybody. My name is Lynn, and today I am doing a special live stream to both my channel here on YouTube and as well to the Not Too Shabby Shop Facebook group. So if you are joining live, say hello in the live chat, whether you are watching from YouTube or from Facebook, and I should be able to see your comments. If you are on Facebook, though, in order for me to see your name, you'll need to give StreamYard, which is the software that I use to stream with, permissions to see your name. So hopefully you'll do that, and that way I can see you. So let me say a quick hello to folks who are already joining. I know some folks have been in the chat with me the last few minutes. So Heather, welcome. Cindy, welcome. Don, welcome. Jay, nice to see you, my friend. Delise just popped in, it looks like. Um, she says, I made it. And Heather says, hello. Welcome, everybody. Let me know if you are on Facebook. Yay, thank you for a Facebook user who has chatted. So I'm sorry I can't see your name, but thanks for confirming that I am actually indeed live in on Facebook as well. Let me know if everything sounds and looks okay. This is my first time streaming to the Not Too Shabby Shop group, so let me know if everything's looking good for you over there. And I can't type chats into the Facebook group from StreamYard. So if you want me to see your name and you're chatting from Facebook, then I think I posted in the on the event page. If you go to the discussion tab, you'll see a link to StreamYard where you can give permissions. So, oh, Heather, you already have the April box, but you haven't opened it yet. Well, you're in for a treat, my friend, because it's gorgeous, as you can see. So, you're gonna have fun crafting with this box, as I know you do every month as a subscriber. So, oh, some good weather heading everybody's way, huh? So, Jay says, "Are you having pretend summer?" And what does oh, cool. Delise says, "It's amazing 2 days of gorgeous 70 degrees." Wow. I'm jealous. It's actually pretty nice out here today as well. Yay! Hi, Brenda. Welcome. Brenda is joining us from Facebook. Thanks for giving StreamYard permission to see your name. That way, I'll bring up any interesting comments I see, whether I can see your name or not. But that is totally your choice if you want your name shown. Okay, so before we get underway, if everybody could take a moment to like this stream, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook, that would be awesome. And also, please hit that share button because there's a chance that there's somebody who meant to catch the stream live, and if they see your notification, maybe they can join us in time to actually chat and craft along with us. So hit that share button and share it out to your socials. Um, Brenda says, was hoping to be home, so I'll have to just listen for a bit. Okay, no worries, Brenda, because even if you can't catch us live, this will be available on replay. So you can always watch back if you'd like. Oh, great question, Dawn. Let me tell you a little bit about what I'll be crafting with. And if you are crafting along with me today, feel free to use whatever you have. Shop your stash, use whatever you've got, and feel free to craft along. And if you do craft along with me today, towards the end of the stream, if you want to post it and share what you've made to the Not Too Shabby Shop Facebook group or to my Facebook group, then feel free and I can bring it up so that we can all see what you've made. So, Dawn, to answer your question, I am crafting with the Not Too Shabby Shop April box of the month. So check out what all comes in the box. It's quite a lot. And it is released. There's a new box monthly. You can subscribe and be guaranteed that you'll have a box reserved for you every month. And you get a slight discount also if you are a monthly subscriber. But you can also pick up the boxes à la carte, meaning, without subscribing monthly. And sometimes some of the individual components of the box are available for individual purchase outside of the box. So one of the things with the subscription, any of the subscriptions really, is that you just never know how quickly they sell out. So I did check right before coming on live to see if there is still stock available, and there is. So if you are joining and you're loving what you're seeing, let me know. I can post a link to the box if you want to pick it up. So let me show you what all you get. So this is a real treat. Check out this large stamp set. It's a 6x8 stamp set. Really, really fabulous. You've got these two girls who are kind of dressed up with their little bee antennas. You can kind of position them on this swing here. The puppy is maybe my favorite. Super adorable. You've got a little bee here, a honey jar, and some fabulous sentiments and florals as well. And there is a second stamp set. And the boxes generally do come with 2 to 3 stamp sets. So you are getting quite a bit. And with this stamp set, it's the hummingbird themed. So there's actually 2 hummingbirds and then some florals, some clouds, and some sentiments as well. And every once in a while, we do also get a stencil. This is designed by Call Me Crafty L, and it's fabulous. It's got that sort of honeycomb hexagon shaped design, but a little bit different and unique because it does have this stripe pattern too. So I think that's really, really cute. And we always get 2 6x6 paper pads and coordinating ephemera. And what you'll may be able to notice is that the ephemera, you can see that little girl there, she matches the stamp set. So once you're done using the ephemera, you can always stamp and color your own as well. So I love that. And the same goes for the hummingbirds too. So you can see that little hummingbird there, and there's one in the stamp set. So you can always stamp and color your own. And with the paper pads, they are 6x6. You get 24 sheets, and there's 4 sheets in each design. They are double-sided. It's sort of a matte finish, so you could do all of your inking techniques over it as well. I'll do a quick flip through in case you want to see what all the individual papers are. And at some point, it's going to start repeating. But really, really gorgeous. Love the geometrics and stuff. This is beautiful. Let me know in the chat whether you're on YouTube or Facebook if you have the April box of the month. I'm kind of curious who's got it and who's crafted with it. This is the hummingbird one, Hummingbird Flutters. And this one's gorgeous too, of course. I always love that, if you find something that's highly themed, if you flip to the back, you get something that's a little bit more subdued. So you can always kind of pick and choose which side you want to craft with, and nothing goes to waste. This might be one of my favorites. I'm just bummed that I have to sacrifice one side to use the other. It's got that really nice ombre, and it's almost like a watercolor ombre. It's really, really pretty. Yeah, Heather, I totally agree. Heather says, I've never been disappointed. And this is the paper pad that I'll be crafting with today. I'm going to do a hummingbird themed card. So that is the hummingbird flutters, sweet bees, and Of course, we've got the ephemera, the stamp sets, and the stencil. So that is what month. And today, what I'm going to make is an accordion fold card. So here's the sample that I made. And if this one folds down to USA 2 in size, so 4¼ by 5½. And what makes it an accordion fold is that it expands and you can kind of reveal some hidden areas. So you can add some extra scenes, you can add some extra sentiments. And it's just really nice if you have a lot of gorgeous papers because look at all of the opportunity to use some different pattern papers. So again, we can close this all down. It fits really nicely into a USA 2. This last panel is completely hidden. So you could even write your message there if you wanted to leave that panel blank to write your hand like a little note. And then you can expand to kind of see those additional panels. And if it does stand really nicely as well. I did make, if you like to make larger cards, I did make these 5x7 ones, and I have a tutorial video on these. So you can look at the scale of this. So here's what I love about the ephemera pack in the Not Too Shabby shop. If you look at this little girl, they're the same. They're the same. It's just that this is a larger scale. And I love that because if you're like me and you kind of like to mix it up a little bit and sometimes make 5x7 cards, sometimes make the smaller cards, you can definitely do that. And you can find the ephemera that works for the scale card that you like to make. And so I really love that there is that variety. Hi, Alyssa. Welcome. Thanks for joining. And so here's that exact same accordion fun fold. And here I've got the bee. He's kind of part of this scene where the dog is looking at the bee. And then you expand it, but there's another scene here with this other little girl on her swing. And then, of course, you've got your last panel here. Alyssa says, I love, oh, I can't pronounce it. Is it Dachshunds? Is that how you pronounce those dogs? I always call them hot dogs. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn says, love this card. So here is the 5x7. If you are interested, I do have a tutorial video on my channel, and I can leave a link to that in the chat if you'd like. But today we are making the USA 2 size card. So, oh, I didn't show this one. This is the hummingbird one. Aren't these papers gorgeous? I love them. Okay, so, Dachshund. Thank you. Thanks, Alyssa. Don says hot dogs here too. Yeah, the dogs are adorable. I love them. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you are crafting along with me. I am gonna go slow, and even if you have not prepared in advance, I'll read out all of the dimensions as we go along. So if you haven't prepared, don't worry. Okay, I am starting with a piece of heavyweight cardstock that is cut to 4¼ tall by 11 inches wide. Heather says, I'm in. Yay! Stamper Girl Delise says, I'm ready to craft. Awesome. Alyssa says, just watching, not prepared. Okay, feel free to craft along anyways, even if you haven't prepared in advance. You can use whatever you like, but you can also watch and then watch on replay if you want to see the steps again. Okay, so 4½ tall by 11 inches wide. On the 11-inch side here, you want to score at 2 3/4. 4 1/4. And if you need me to repeat a step, just let me know. 7 1/4, which my scoreboard won't go all the way out there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mark 7 1/4, and then 8 1/2. So again, the score lines are going to be at 2 3/4, 4 1/4, 7 1/4, and 8 1/2. But I'm gonna turn mine around and score from the other side. Okay. Don says, "Oh, cool. I'm gonna work on my cross stitch project." That's awesome, Don. I haven't done cross stitching in forever. Let us know what you're working on. Jay says, I'm watching but taking notes. Don't worry about taking notes, Jay. Just watch and enjoy yourself and chat along with us. You can always catch it on replay. Cindy says, ready, all kind. Oh, wow. Alyssa says, taking notes. Aw. Cindy, you're so funny. You're so sweet. Cindy said, I tried to guess the score lines. That paper is now scrap. It's gonna be good for like stamping your sentiment later. Don't worry. But I do the same thing. I try to guess also whenever I see, especially mystery craft alongs, if you ever join us for that. Okay, so this first score line, the one that we made at 2 3/4 of an inch, that is going to be a mountain fold. And I always like to fold my score lines as mountain folds, but the next fold we need is a valley fold. So you see how it dips down into a valley. So I'm going to just flip to the back and rescore that line, which is how I get my valley folds. I just score from the back. So we have mountain, we have valley, and you probably guessed the next score line is going to be this one, and that will be another mountain fold followed by another valley fold. So mountain fold, and again, I want this to be a valley fold, but I always fold my indented score lines as a mountain. So to get a valley fold, I just rescore it from the back. It just helps to maintain the strength of your cardstock and prevents cracking. Okay, so now just burnish all of your folds. And then we are done with our scoreboard. Hi, welcome. Sorry, I can't see your name, but welcome and thank you for joining. We're just getting started, so you are just in time. Elise says, I'm preparing card kits for my mother's assisted living to teach the residents to make pop-up cards this month. Oh, Alyssa, that's so amazing. How fun. Oh, hi, Terry. Welcome. I see your name now. Thanks for giving StreamYard permission. Okay, so Terry, are you crafting along with us? I can give you the score marks again if you need. Just let me know, okay? Hi, welcome. That's you, right, B? Just checking. Oh, interesting. Okay, sounds like fun. About to. Oh, Jay says sounds fun. I bought too many Karen Burns and dies to make pop-ups. Yeah, they're fabulous. Gotta use them, Jay. Yeah. Definitely make pop-up cards. They're so much fun. Okay, good. It is you, B. Hi, my friend. Welcome. Terry says, I'll be crafting later, so I'll get measurements from the replay. Okay, wonderful. Yes, you can always catch the replay for everything that we're making today. So we can now set this aside, and that's where we're at so far. And then let's cut down our mats and layers. So I am crafting with the hummingbird. So I did already choose my papers because sometimes that does kind of take me the longest. So we would be here a long time if I didn't choose the papers in advance. So here's my thought. I think this is going to be my front. I did pick out some ephemera pieces as well. So I'll kind of collage some of this up here on the front. I think this will be my second panel. And then this might be the third one on the back. And I actually might change up my cuts a little bit. So I've picked out 3 pattern papers to showcase on each of the 3 panels here. And then we need some solid color cardstock. I did this one without solid color cardstock and just left because you can still see the white border all the way around. But I think this time I did find a really nice pink that I think coordinates really well. So I think I'm gonna make this with the solid color cardstock, that extra matte layer. And check it out, folks. I have the new Tim Holtz rotary media trimmer. Let me know in the chat if you treated yourself to one as well. Definitely a splurge. So, hi, Brenda. Hoping to make one of these cards tonight or tomorrow. Oh, wonderful. Yay. B, B says, how do you like it? Jay says, OMG, do a review. Lots of questions about how I like it. Okay, so I knew before bringing this on that I would be asked questions, so I am prepared with an answer. And my answer is I'm reserving judgment because I have never used a rotary trimmer before. I'm really used to my guillotine and my the regular trimmer, like my all-in-one here. So, I've always used blade trimmers and guillotines. Rotary trimmers very new to me. And I think every trimmer is just like a little bit different in terms of how to get the best of it. I've gotten so far mixed results, but I think it's not the trimmer. I think it's me just trying to adjust. So jury is still out. I'll do a review when I have an opinion. Okay. So from my solid color cardstock, what I'm gonna do is cut the matte layers. So where you see black here, and that's gonna be 2 pieces that are 4x4. So that's this layer there. So this is a fresh sheet of cardstock. So we've got 8.5 this way. So I'll just cut 4 inches off. Don't you love that sound? I love that sound. And then 4 inches down and 4 inches. So 2 pieces that are 4x4. Aw, thanks, B. She says, I adore that B card you made. Oh, okay, Dawn. Thanks for popping in. Have fun with your guests. Hi, Lynn. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Let me know if you are crafting along. I can repeat any measurements and any score lines if you want to catch up. Oh, Cindy, you don't like the sound? Sounds like sliced fingers to me. um, it just sounds so crisp. Okay, so maybe put me on mute for the next little bit. I've got more cutting to do. Okay, that was our solid color cardstock layer. Okay, Lynn's just watching for now. Okay, you can always catch it on replay. Uh, okay, so then now I'll trim the pattern paper, and it just you can adjust this. It just depends on how much of that border you want visible. But I'm gonna cut mine to 3 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4 of an inch. So I this is pretty seems like the right direction is that way to me. Although I feel like you could probably use it either way, right? I'm gonna go with that. So 3 3/4. Cindy, I'm about to cut by 3 3/4. Okay. So there's one. Then I think this is gonna be my second one. So that's gonna be this here. And dimensions will be the same. What's on the back? Okay. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I have gotten better at using this trimmer. I out of the box I had a hard time with it, but I'm definitely getting better, and I'm liking my results more now that I've had some more time to use it. And oh. Terry says, "Is it bad that a history major likes the sound of the guillotine?" Asking for a friend. That's funny. I don't think it's bad. I think it's fine. Alyssa says, "Sorry, I had to mute live feed. Husband was talking to me. Missed the 2 red pieces." And Lynn, thanks for helping out. You are absolutely spot on. 4 by 4 is the dimension for the solid color cardstock layer. And then for the pattern paper layer, I've cut it to 3 3/4 of an inch square. And really, that's subjective. So it just depends on how much of a border you want to see. And then when this goes on the card, there'll still be a bit of a white border from the card base all the way around. Aw, everybody in the chat's so helpful. Thanks for helping Alyssa out, everyone. Hi, Meg. Welcome, my friend. Thanks for joining. Can I see the card again? Absolutely. Delise is gonna skip ahead and then be done in no time. Who wants to take bets that Delise finishes her card before I do? Let me know, Delise, if there's anything else in particular you want to see. So when it's collapsed down, the last panel will not be visible, if that helps you make some paper choices. And then it's a total surprise reveal when you open it. So I hope that helps. So okay, so what I did with this one, maybe I will do it again. So in my cutting guide that I posted earlier, I gave the measurement of this last piece as 2 1/4 wide by 4 inches tall. But you'll notice this one doesn't have the same matte layer. So I'm wondering, I was gonna change it up and add a matte layer, but I think I'll just stick to my original. So feel free to kind of change it up if you want, because if you want it to be consistent with the matte layer that you're cutting, This piece here, instead of pattern paper, this would be 2 1/4 by 4 that you would cut out of solid color cardstock. And then if you want to cut your pattern paper down, it would be 2 inches wide by 3 3/4 if you want everything to be consistent. But it's such a small piece. I think I kind of want more of the paper visible. So I'm going to cut 2 1/4. So what I like to do is I always like to check the back to make sure if it's directional that I'm leaving myself, a lot of usable print on the back. So I'm going to cut this way, my 2 1/4. 2 1/4 wide by 4. Again, if you want this to be solid color, feel free. And then you would cut your pattern paper essentially a 1/4 of an inch smaller in both directions. So that is my rotary trimmer. I love the sound of it. I'm sorry, Cindy. I know you don't, but we're done with the guillotine, so no more of that. Okay. And you're gonna see oh, thank you, Meg. Terry agrees. Yes, Delise probably will finish first, but you're multitasking, making the card, putting comments on screen, answering questions. So it's not a fair comparison. Oh, you're so sweet, Terry. Thank you. Okay, so here is our card base. Here are all of our pieces. What I like to do when I assemble this card is I like to put these pieces on the pattern paper onto the matte layer first and then glue that because there's so many folds and different layers. It's hard to burnish, and I like to give everything a really good burnish while it is as flat as it can be. So I'll just eyeball this. And don't forget, if you are crafting along, whether you're using not too shabby products or anything that you have in your stash, if you do finish your card before the stream ends, I would love to bring it up so that everybody can see what you've made. And don't worry if you don't finish. You can always share to the group after as well. So there is that. Hi, Cordelia. Welcome. How's it going? What time is it where you're at? Because I noticed you said evening. For me, it is 4 p.m. Hi, Brenda. Everybody's so welcoming. I love it. Thanks for popping in, saying hello. 7:30 where Cindy is at. She's on East Coast time. Oh, Cordelia too. Also 7:30. Oh, okay. So here's a little bit of a dry fit. And then this will go on the last panel like that. Okay. So what I like to do is just make sure that, so you want to make sure, because I had it wrong just a second ago, your left, because you can't swap these, they're not interchangeable really. So just make sure your last panel is, the width of this is more narrow on the rightmost side than this one. This width is 2 3/4, and the width on the far right side is 2.5. So a moment ago I had it flipped reverse, but I'm glad I double checked. Okay, so now we can start to put everything onto the card base. And So, oh, B, it's 6:30. Thanks everybody for joining. I know we're probably kind of right around your dinner times. I know some folks had their partners prepare dinner in advance or plan to have an early dinner. That's awesome. And then you can do this whichever order you prefer, but I kind of like to fold this down flat and then get this first panel on. And when it's folded, you can see there should be an equal white border all the way around. So that's what we're aiming for. And then when we glue, we're only going to put glue on this panel where it overlaps this first section. So the way that I like to do that is I like to just get this lined up as best I can. And then I just flip it to the back, put a little bit of a pencil mark, and then you know that you only want glue on that side. So don't put any glue past the pencil mark that you've made. Because if you do, it's going to glue this first fold down shut and you won't be able to expand it. So B says she put dinner in the Instapot. I need to use my Instapot more. It's so convenient. Cordelia says beautiful hummingbird paper. Yeah, isn't it though? It's gorgeous. I love both the paper pads. Really every month there's gorgeous papers, but the bees and the hummingbird, we have a hummingbird feeder in our backyard, and so we get hummingbirds coming right up to our door. It's awesome. And they're not even scared of my dogs, which just surprises me. Okay, so I made sure that I put adhesive to the side that will overlap this panel. And then I'll just position this and aiming for, again, that equal white border all the way around. Okay. And then I really like I use this ergonomic bone folder all the time to burnish. It just really helps your adhesive maximize its strength and stickiness. And then now, Terry says, my daughter is making our dinner tonight. Oh, wonderful. Ooh, grilled cheese and tomato soup. That sounds delicious. Today is National Grilled Cheese Day. I had no idea. That's cool. Oh, Jay says my cats like watching them. All birds, really. Oh, they don't go after the birds, Jay? That's cool. Cindy says, my feeder is out in Ohio, but no visitors yet. First sighting is always a red letter day for me. You know what's weird, Cindy? And I think maybe because the climate here in Seattle is a little bit more mild all year round, but we have hummingbirds all year, even in the winter. So it's really a treat for us. We see them all the time. Cordelia says, I didn't know that I could have had grilled cheese. Yeah, there's a national day for everything, isn't there? Jay says, no, they're kind of lazy. Not my dogs. They'll sometimes bark at the birds. Okay, so then this next panel here is going to go on this empty section here. And again, with this one, what I'm looking to do when I position it is when it's folded, I want it to cover this panel. So see how I'm just going to slide it so that it covers that panel. And when you open it like this, again, you should see an equal white border all the way around. And if you wanted, you could add some paper here too. There's lots of little places to kind of tuck things in. You could make this a pop-up also. I think Jamie did that on one of her videos as well. So there's a lot of different ways you can really modify this and make it your own. The other thing I'm looking for as I'm positioning this middle one is, so the first is that it covers my third panel, and then the second is that top and bottom, it lines up with the first panel. So, so that's what I'm looking for. Oops, I just moved it. And I'm gonna do that same thing. I'll line it up and just double check that it lines up with the first panel. And I'll do that same trick of flipping it to the back and giving myself a pencil mark so I know where no glue should go here. And then I'll know where it's safe to apply adhesive. So, and you could use a tape runner, you could use liquid adhesive, whatever you've got. Let's see. Yep. Absolutely, Meg. Perfect spot for sentiments as well. Oh, hey, Alyssa, that's awesome. Alyssa says I log my hummingbird sightings on Journey North website. That's neat. I didn't know that you could do that. Lynn, no way. Lynn says I actually held a hummingbird once. It ran into the glass door. Oh no, it knocked itself out. I had to make sure it was okay. So set it upright and it flew away. Oh, I'm glad it was okay, but wow, what an amazing experience. That's so, let's see. Where are we at here? Okay. That's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna get this positioned. There's no adhesive on this side, so it's okay for this to make contact with that last panel. I'm just trying to get it nice and lined up. And when it's there, I'm not gonna push super hard yet. I just wanna confirm that when I fold things down, everything lines up. And it does. So then I'll give that a quick burnish as well. And that's the base card pretty much complete. And so now you can have fun decorating and adding little surprise little scenes, adding little sentiments. If you wanted to make a little pop-up stand, you could add a little pop-up stand too. We're going to keep it pretty basic today and just do a little bit of collaging with some of the ephemera. Oh, that's good. So these are really great. And what I love is that there's a lot of different components that you can use kind of individually, and then there's some that are kind of full on, and I feel like you wouldn't need to add much else. So, you know, that's one where I might tuck kind of in the middle as a little bit of a surprise. And the thing that you want to, I like to do as well is when this is folded, I like to just give myself just a very light pencil mark. You could do it on your pattern paper. You can do it at the top here, right where the rightmost edge is. And that gives me a nice visual indicator as I'm building out my scene on the second one here, so that I know not to go past that pencil mark if I do want it completely hidden. And so that way, I don't have to keep on opening and closing. I have that visual reminder there. Of course, if you wanted, like on this card, I very intentionally put something so that it was visible on this second panel so that it could be this little bee could be part of this first scene, but then when you open, he's also part of this scene too. So you can really mix it up and kind of have fun with it. And what I'll do is just start to collage things up a little bit here. You do get some sentiments with the hummingbird ephemera pack, and I might snip this one a little bit just to get it to fit the way I want. And this hummingbird, oh, so cute. I could fit that there. So anything that's on this first panel, you could actually have it hang off this edge if you want, because it's still going to sit within your USA2 size card. So so you can kind of have that sort of hanging off midair if you wanted. So that's another just make sure you don't glue it down so that it doesn't adhere to that second panel. Yeah, I think I'm gonna snip this. So always feel free to alter your ephemera if you like. Card surgery? What are we referring to, Delise? What's happening? Do tell. Terry says, I love that paper ephemera so much. I'm trying to resist buying more paper, but who am I kidding? I'll probably get it. Aw. Let me, in case anybody does want. I sorry that I didn't check in advance. I think the paper is you can only get it in the box. I could be wrong. So if somebody wants to check and let us know. But here is a link to the April box of the month. I think when I'm copying links into the chat, it's only going to YouTube. So my apologies if you're watching on Facebook and that link didn't come through, but I can add a link after the stream. So I wanted to cut this apart a little bit just so that I can reconfigure it. I might actually snip this one off too. Well, we'll see. Oh, okay. Thanks, Cindy. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Okay. Cindy just confirmed she bought the paper, the hummingbird paper separately. Thanks, Cindy. So you can buy it a la carte if you want. Heather says, I had to reposition my last panel and then ended up gluing it on the wrong side. Oh, does it still work though with your design, or are you gonna have to cover it? So this sentiment reads, spread your wings and let your spirits soar. Isn't that awesome? I think that's pretty cool. Oh, good. Brenda says, thanks for checking, everybody. Brenda says the paper is still in stock. Wonderful. I don't think so, Delise. Delise says, I'll have you doing stamp surgery in no time. Nope, not me. Okay, who in the chat can cut up their stamps? Put a 1 in the chat if you are comfortable with cutting up your stamps. I cannot do it. Delise does it all the time. Folks, I think I don't mind cutting up die cuts and ephemera, but even though I know it's perfectly okay to do, I just can't bring myself to cut a stamp. I'm gonna do a little trim. And I'll use this one. Oh, so many people. Oh my, I'm like the only one. Cindy is fine with cutting up a stamp. Heather is. Lynn is. Meg is. Oh my gosh. Alyssa, not yet. But would you be willing to, Alyssa? Oh, good. Brenda, you and me, girl. Cordelia, I did it once. It stressed me out. It would stress me out too. Yay, Terry! Woohoo! That's us. Nope, no stamp cutting. Yeah, I can't do it. I cannot. I'm just doing a little bit of a dry fit here, folks. This part takes me a long time too. I'm not the best at collaging. I think I want to do something like that. And maybe hang the hummingbird off a little bit. So, um oh, Alyssa would be willing to do it. She just hasn't done it yet. Oh, good question. Cindy says I want to stamp on vellum. What ink? I'm afraid to use heat gun on it. I use Stays On, Cindy. Let's see what Delise. Yeah, Delise, you got more in your crew than I do. Cindy, Delise says to use Memento. Meg says to use Stays On. That's what I would use too. I have, but you have to make sure you give it time to dry though, Cindy, because it's going to be it's going to take a little bit of time. Cordelia said I had to cut a sentiment in half to make it fit. It was hard to make myself. Yeah, but you know when that happens to me, I just do partial inking, and if I have to, mask off. So I get around it that way. uh, no stamp surgery for me. Hi, Patty. Welcome. Patty just got home. No worries, Patty. It's going to be available on replay, so you can always check us back. I have the cutting guide posted on the event page on the Not Too Shabby shop, so you can get the cutting guide there, and the scoring and everything is pretty easy. Oh, Cindy said she had to cut an A out of a sentiment stamp. Was it a misprint? Or before I forget. Oh wait, I haven't glued anything yet. All right, let's start putting stuff down. You know what I'm gonna do is, well, everybody who's willing to do stamp surgery, I envy you, because I cannot bring myself to do it. I kind of wish I could, but yeah, it gives me anxiety because I'm always scared I'll mess it up, which if you're careful, you won't. I mean, it's totally okay to do. Oh, okay. Everybody's so nice helping out with suggestions for Cindy and stamping on vellum. Okay, so what I might do, I might put this on some dimensionals. So I'll glue this down flat. Let me know in the chat if you have shared or posted and where you've shared it to. I can bring up from both the Not Too Shabby shop. Oh, this is a little bit crooked. Let's pay attention, Lynn. I can bring up if you share to either the Not Too Shabby shop Facebook group or to my Crafty Fun Facebook group. I can bring it up from either places. So just let me know, and I'll go look for it. I need some of my low profile foam, and we'll pop that up. I'm getting close to finishing, so we'll be wrapping up in a little bit. I just want to put a little bit of foam behind that. there. Jay says typing is hard. Oh, because of stays on. Yeah. Well, it is hard when you've got kitty cats probably in your lap. All right. Oh, okay. Cindy said no, she just wanted an A, that particular size. Wow, you cut it apart just to get the A. I think that looks okay. And then my hummingbird, I'll attach just a little bit and have the hummingbird hang off the edge. The color palette for this paper pad is gorgeous too. I mean, I love it for the hummingbirds, but I also love the color palette. And then I'm gonna put this little scene here. I'm gonna leave a little room just in case I want to add a message there, to write a message when I give this card out. And I've still got my pencil marks, so I know how far I can go right, and still be hidden, so that we still get a nice little surprise reveal. And before I forget, I do want to erase that. And then on the back here, I did stamp out a sentiment. I got that sentiment from the hummingbird stamp set that is part of the box of the month. So you have "You are amazing," a little hello. It's the little things, sweet birthday wishes. They're really, really fabulous sentiments. And the question is, so I'm wondering if I want to do just a small thing or the whole. I'm going to start with the whole panel. And then if I don't like it, I'll cut it down smaller, but we'll start big. So, warning, Cindy, the guillotine is coming back out, so you're going to hear the guillotine sound. I am thinking maybe since I stamped this on some scratch paper towards the bottom, I guess if I write a message, I'll write it above. So let's do that. And this, I believe, is 2 1/4, so I want 2 inches wide on this. I'm just trying to center my sentiment. And 2 inches wide, so this would be 3 3/4 tall. 2. All right. How's that look? Is it too much white? That way I have room to sign. That's what I'm thinking. And oh, Alyssa says I have one that is misspelled. It says "stay barb" instead of "stay brave." Yeah, but you should let them know. Maybe they have maybe they know and they just need to like send you like a replacement. Meg says, yeah, change that. Oh, okay, so Meg says too much white, but Brenda says she thinks it looks good. I know, these things are so they can be hard to know. It is a lot of white, but oh, I have a pencil mark here that I wanna erase. It is a lot of white, and that paper is so pretty. Okay. So if I cut it down, are we thinking, what if I just add a little bit more ephemera so that it doesn't just look white? Oh, Terry says less white also. Hi Jamie, welcome. No worries. We are just here crafting and chatting. Glad you could join for some of it though. All right, folks, let's see. What have we got here? Okay. That's true, Terry says. I don't need all the white because you could always sign the back. Plus, that's not a lot of room to sign either, right? But you know, sometimes I like only leaving myself a small space because I never know what to say when I sign a card. So it's like, it's a good excuse to like not say much of anything. Also, the thing is that, is it weird to have the sentiment at the bottom? And I'm so used to stamping it up here. That might be another reason to cut it down. But what I was gonna do was just like do a little look-see to see if maybe there's a piece of ephemera we might want to add on this panel. Like what if, look at all the little hummingbirds we get. There's different colors also, by the way. There's some that are like more pink, and then there's this one that's a little bit more greenish. And then you get them in different sizes because look how big this one is. Isn't that cool? And it's facing, I love that it's facing two different ways too. So you could have like a mommy hummingbird and a baby hummingbird looking at each other. So I love that. Okay. Is it okay with all the white? Is that okay if I add like the hummingbird to it? Does that make it look better? Or should I go ahead and trim that down? Sentiment on the bottom and ephemera on top. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Terry. What do you think? Does that look okay? Welcome. Great, Terry. Can't wait to see. Okay. Welcome, Facebook user. If you give StreamYard permissions, I'll be able to see your name. But thanks for joining and commenting. Okay, yay. Everybody's thinking this is better. Okay, yes, with the bird. Delia says she likes it with the bird. Oh, yay. Cordelia says, I love the little hummingbird on there. Yay. That's Jamie. No, Jamie, I saw her name. See? Jamie comes up as not too shabby. So I think there's somebody else, yeah? Hi, Brian, welcome. Okay, I'm gonna go with this, folks. Oh, look at this. Don't just fly, soar. Oh, Jamie's on both. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that other one was you on YouTube. Got it. Got it. Okay, I am going to... I've made so many cards and I still have a ton of ephemera left. Look at all of that. You don't necessarily get exactly 2 of everything, but I think more often than not you do, and at least 2. And then what I love, this I feel like is fairly unique to the Not Too Shabby Shop ephemera because I haven't seen anywhere else when they put together an ephemera pack where you get different scale of the same of the same uh, images, and you almost always get that with the ephemera packs because I think this is a really good example because if you like, to make smaller cards, you can use the smaller scale image, but if you like to make bigger cards like the 5x7, you can pick the one, that fits your card size best. And so we have that with the hummingbirds, and we have that with the pretty much every ephemera pack I've gotten from Not Too Shabby has been like that. So I love it. Okay, so here's where why I'm a little bit on the fence with the rotary trimmer. I don't know if you can see, but there's like fuzzies on this. And that's just me not being super mindful about how I'm using the guillotine because not the guillotine, the rotary trimmer, because I'm so used to using a guillotine or a blade trimmer, and it just takes a slightly different touch to use the rotary trimmer. But if you get fuzzies, you can just do what I'm doing, emery board, and just sand it smooth. So not a big deal. And so I'm gonna go with this, folks. Okay, so before we wrap up, let me know if you have finished your card, and if you are posting to Facebook to share it, let me know which group you're sharing it in, and I can bring it up so that we can all see what you've made. And we'll add. Now this one you do, so this last panel, it gets completely hidden. So you can put anything anywhere. It's going to be totally hidden until it gets opened up. But you don't want to hang anything off the edge though, because that is going to go outside the dimensions of the A2. Oh no, what trimmer? The new one, Jamie, the Tim Holtz rotary media trimmer. I treated myself to it, but folks were asking what I think of it so far, and I am reserving judgment because it's the first rotary trimmer that I've ever used. I'm used to using a guillotine or a blade trimmer, and it's slightly different, I guess, how you I'm chalking it up to user error. So I'm trying to use it more, and I do get some really, really good results with it, but I sometimes get spotty results too, as you saw just a moment ago. So I was hoping to like just immediately kind of love it straight out of the box, but there was a little bit for me a learning curve. And but I'll probably let me give it some more time, and then I'll do an actual review of it. Jamie says I bought it too. Let us know in the chat what you think of it so far. Oh, okay, yours is smooth so far. Oh, that's good. Meg, you can post to anywhere. Just let me know where you're posting so I'll know where to go find it. Yeah, same, Heather. You can feel free to post anywhere you feel most comfortable sharing. So I can for anyone on YouTube, you'll see I'm going to drop a link to the Not Too Shabby Shop Facebook group, so you can share it there if you'd like. And if you prefer, just depending on where you're signed up as a member, please do sign up for both so you can see inspiration for everything. But here's my group if you want to post there. Let me know and I can go look for it and then bring it up so that we can all see what you've made. Heather or Terry says, I have pattern paper cut and matted for another granddaughter's birthday this weekend. Aw, I used the Beautiful Wings paper pad. We'll finish it up in the morning. Thanks for sharing this in the A2 size. Yay! Still need to finish the 5x7 ones I started earlier. Yeah. Okay, Delise, I'll look for it on Friday. Okay, so that is that all wrapped up. So I'll give folks a moment to post wherever they'd like to. So here are, made a lot of accordion folds just to get used to this style. So I started with 5x7. There's a tutorial video on my channel if you want to check that out. So here are the 5x7 versions if you like to craft in that scale, which I sometimes do, especially when you have papers this pretty. It's really nice for showcasing them. And as I mentioned, I love that we get the different scale ephemera because there's a smaller honey pot too. And you saw the smaller girl. And what's cool is that, so in this one, this is all one ephemera. This one, it's actually two different ephemera pieces that I put together just by looking at this one. So the other thing that's really nice, I mentioned this earlier too, is that sometimes you have ephemera that is already, kind of composed for you, but then you also get the individual elements so that you can reconfigure it however you want. But if you're looking for inspiration for how to collage up and kind of combine ephemera pieces, you might be able to find one that's already kind of composed, and then you can match that. And so that's exactly what I've done there. And of course, the stamp set, you have stamps for both of these images. And so once you run out of ephemera, you can always kind of stamp and color your own. And she's going to be larger though. It's a really nice size stamp, and you get the honey pot too. So lots of craftability with the kit. So I am, oh, thanks, Lynn. So sweet. Thank you, Brenda. That's so kind of you. I am going to check over on Facebook to see if I can find, so I think, Alyssa, does this mean you posted to my Crafty Fun group? I'll pop over and check it out. Just do a quick refresh. Thanks everybody for joining today. Hope you had fun. And oh, cool. Okay, let's bring this up. So check it out, everybody. This is Alyssa's card. Let me try to zoom in. There we go. Beautiful butterflies. I love it. Oh, I love the papers you chose too. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Cindy says, lovely card. I'm still working furiously. Oh, lots of love for you, Alyssa. So sweet. So cute. That's pretty. Oh, it is very lovely. Let me see if there was, I'll flip back a moment just to see if there are, let me know if there are other cards and if you are posting to, oh, look at that. I recognize those papers. That is gorgeous. I love it. Use your wings. Oh, these, I love the dragonflies. Beautiful selection of papers. This is from Heather, everybody. Lots of love for you too, Heather. Super cute and vibrant. Yeah. Yeah, I love, so it looks like the dragonflies are kind of popped up a little because I can see a little bit of shadow behind there. That's really, really awesome. Lots of love for you, Heather. Gorgeous. Love it. Yeah, the dragonflies are amazing. Jamie's a fan too. All right, let's see. Let me know if I am missing anyone else's. Okay, so far, just those two. Let me pop on over to the Not Too Shabby shop group. And that's my stream. Okay. If you were posting to the Not Too Shabby shop, let me know. And I can pick that up too. All right. Let's flip on back. Oh, yeah. Okay, you did pop them up. Awesome. Yeah, great work. They are beautiful. Okay, everybody. Let me know if anyone just needs a couple more moments to wrap up their card and share. I'm happy to stall a little bit so that we can bring it up and and that way everybody can check out what you made. But if you aren't able to finish by the end of the stream, no worries. Still share it so that we can check out your lovely makes. Okay, Cindy, let me know when it's ready. I'll head on over to get it. So the box is still available last I checked, and Cindy did let us know that you can get the hummingbird, the papers separately. So so you can get some of the individual box elements a la carte if you'd like. Yay, Heather, I'm glad that you like this fun fold. She says, great card. I will definitely make more. Back to work. Okay, bye, Heather. Thanks for hanging out and crafting with us. And I know you've got a deadline you're working against, so thanks so much for spending the time with us. I appreciate it. Oh, cute. So Delise says, I used Winter Wishes and Peppermint Mocha. Yay. Can't wait to see Delise. She's making us wait until Friday, though, but until we can see her card. I don't know why that is, but I will try to be patient and we'll wait. While we've got Jamie in the house, if anyone has any questions about the subscription box or anything that you see here, go ahead and ask. Jamie, I'm sure, would be happy to field any questions. And I will set my cards aside and I'll bring in everything that you do get in the subscription box, just in case for anyone who joined late, so that you know what I was crafting with. This is the April box of the month, which is a monthly subscription by the Not Too Shabby shop, and you can sign up to subscribe monthly, which guarantees that a box will be set aside for you, and that way you don't have to risk the box selling out before you can get to it. And you also get a little bit of a discount too if you do subscribe monthly. In this month's kit, we get Sweet Bee paper pad. It's a 6x6 paper pad, 24 sheets, double-sided. You get 4 of each and matching ephemera to go with it. And then we have the Hummingbird Flutters 6x6 paper pad. Same thing, 24 double-sided sheets, 4 of each with the matching ephemera pack. And in this month's box, there are 2 stamp sets. This one's huge, 6x8 stamp set and a 4 by 6 stamp set. One is bee themed, and it's going to have a lot of the same designs as what you see in the ephemera pack. So once you use up all of your ephemera, you'll be able to stamp and color your own. And that's true for both the bee theme and the hummingbird theme. And then this month, we have a special treat of the striped honeycomb background stencil, which was designed by Call Me Crafty Al. It's really nice hex honeycomb pattern, but it does have this unique kind of stripy pattern to it. So really, really awesome that. And yay, I've stalled long enough and Cindy has posted. Okay, Cindy, I'm going to head on over and grab that so that we can bring it up and all check it out together. And just going to give a little refresh. Okay, perfect. Oh, I always do this, but you guys can't see it yet. One sec. Here we go. Yay. Oh, you actually crafted along with the wow, that got to you fast, Cindy, because you just put your order in pretty recently, yeah? Look at that. Gorgeous. Dancing in the sky, beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love that you went more, green. Yeah, I love the colorway. So my card was more in the pink, and I love that you chose to push yours a little bit more towards the green. How awesome. Thanks so much for crafting along and for, sharing. It is beautiful. Yay, lots of love for you as well. Cindy, Cordelia says beautiful. Lynn as well. Jamie says super pretty. Um, Meg says so beautiful. I do love those hummers. Yeah. Yeah, they're gorgeous. I love everything in this box. Um, love. Yeah. Oh, 2 days. Amazing, Cindy. She got her order in 2 days. Kudos, Jamie. Thanks for super fast order fulfillment and shipment. You rock. All right, everybody. So that is it from me. Thank you for joining live, and definitely pop on over to the Not Too Shabby Shop group and uh, join us over there to see more inspiration using anything not too shabby, of course, but definitely if you want to see more inspiration using this box kit, you can pop on over and check out the group. And as well, the Not Too Shabby Shop YouTube channel. If you like videos, you'll see tons of inspiration there. So I'm going to pop a link to the Not Too Shabby Shop Facebook group so that our friends here on YouTube can see that. Obviously, if you're watching from Facebook, you're already in the group, so you already know. Um, Thanks for having me, Jamie. It's been fun live streaming to the Facebook group. And have a good night, everybody, and a good rest of your week. Bye.